count to 3, we jump, okay? Trust me! 1, 2, 3! When you see the wind and rain, think of me and I'll be with you. Always.
Joe!
Goodbye, Chu.
No!
I am Chu, the celestial being of the divine enclosure. Yet it was all because of a love like a moth darting into a flame, burned out my own life, in the world where I live. The sky connects to the sea of the human world, and every child who turns 16 will receive it on their coming-of-age ceremony day. Transform into a giant fish and journey through the sea and sky gate to the human world. Spend 7 days experiencing firsthand how the natural laws we govern operate. Remember that day when Grandma wore the Dragon King mask? I sent my beloved Tsubaki to the human world. Watching her leave, I bid her farewell with worry in my heart, looking forward to her safe return. 7 days later, Chun returned, but in the dead of night, I saw her walk alone towards the rising tower. That is the mysterious realm where the spirit elder governs human souls. I don't know why she left, only that when I saw her again the next day, but she was found keeping a small fish. In this underwater world, keeping fish is strictly forbidden, because they are the transformed souls of deceased humans. Raising them to maturity is equivalent to resurrecting the dead. This act violates the laws we uphold. But for Chun, I had no intention of exposing this matter. Instead, they gave this fish a name.
There's a fish in the Northern Ocean. His name's Kun, and he's enormous. I mean, so big that he can't even be measured. That's what the ancient books say. So anyway, this Kun is gigantic. And get this, he can fly. Yeah, he's got wings. They're the size of clouds.
From then on, Chun's gaze never left Kung. Day and night, she longed for him to grow, yearned for the human boy to be revived. Why did she go to such lengths, defying all reason, just to save one person? Only later did I understand. She encountered a human during that experience. The sound played by that human on the flute was beautiful. Even Chun was intoxicated by it. But in the end, he died saving Chun. Thus, Chun brought back his flute and retrieved his soul from the spirit dealer. I don't know if it was her guilt or her love, but seeing the determination in Chun's eyes, all I could do was silently stand guard. A few days later, Chun told me sadly, Kun was thrown away by her mother. Without hesitation, I rushed into the dark sewer with her. Looking at the murky sewage, I'm afraid it will dirty her clothes, so I volunteered to jump in, but after some searching, I couldn't find the Kun. Instead, it disturbed the mouse Granny, sealed here. She perversely demanded that I dance with her before she would agree to help. For Chun, I forced down the discomfort in my heart and danced with her. In the end, she commanded the rats to help us retrieve the Kun, to avoid being discovered by the clan. We placed the Kun in a small pond, but at that moment, a giant snake suddenly attacked. I saw it about to strike at Kun, so I rushed forward without hesitation to stop it, for I couldn't bear to see Chun saddened by Kun's injury. Yet I failed to notice that the snake was actually a two-headed serpent. In the end, I managed to subdue it, but was also poisoned by a deadly toxin. To save me, Chun carried me on her back and ran all the way, humming an off-key song, just to keep myself awake. Fortunately, she took me to her grandfather in time. In the end, with his help, I managed to survive. But grandfather was already running out of time, and now he had exhausted his magic to detoxify me. So when we see him again, he has reached the end of his life. He told Chun,
"The course you have chosen is not an easy one. Everyone will be against you. But if your conscience is clear, then it doesn't matter what others think. Simply follow your heart."
After his passing, Grandpa Chun transformed into a grand crabapple tree, forever accompanying Grandma, who had turned into a phoenix. And after this, the backlash of defying the laws of life emerged. Seasons in chaos, summer frost falls. But what was even colder was Chun telling me that she had used half of her lifespan to exchange for Kung. After hearing her words, I was utterly shocked. And then, the unexpected happened. The clan elders conducted a secret investigation and traced it back to Chun. At this moment, the rat spirit also informed me that Kun's secret had been exposed. To prevent Chun from being punished, I secretly released the Kun into the river. But when Chun learnt of this, she was utterly furious. He resolutely jumped into the icy river, even against my objections. There, the rat granny appeared once again. She knocked Chun unconscious and took away her token from the mortal world, the flute of that human boy. And I was amidst a sea of white snow. Carrying a lantern, I searched for her anxiously, until I spotted her figure amidst the snowstorm. I stumbled toward her, nearly falling in my haste, carrying the unconscious Chun and Kun on his back. Frantically anxious, I paid no heed to the icy road beneath my feet, then stumbled and fell flat on my back. The walnut that Lingpo had previously given to Chun also rolled off her body. I secretly picked up the walnut. The heart seems to have already made its decision. I just wanted to carry Chun away, but when I turned back and looked at Kun, I couldn't bear the thought of Chun waking up and grieving over his absence. After much hesitation, I still brought him along. Finally, I settled them in a small house. Looking at Chun lying unconscious, my heart is filled with regret. I never imagined that releasing Kun would break her heart so deeply. Just as Chun was about to wake up, I hide behind the door as if I were never here. So close, yet seemingly separated by endless mountains and seas. How could I not know her feelings? But those involved are blind, while onlookers see clearly. I've long been deeply entangled in it. When the night grows deep, I clutch the walnut tight. Stepping into the rising tower, I found the spirit dealer. From him, I learned the whole truth. After Chun exchanged half her lifespan for Kun, the other half became tied to Kun. If Kun were to die, she would perish as well. Even if Kun were returned to the human world, her fate remained inescapable. To save her, I sought the solution from the spirit elder. In the end, I decided to trade my entire life for half of Chun's remaining years. Before leaving, I bid farewell to the spirit elder.
Thank you.
You young kids live life like a worthless rock you found by the side of the road, while old hags like me have to rack our brains figuring out how to live another day.
Without joy, what's the point of a long life?
After I return, I'll watch Chun riding Kun soaring through the sea of clouds. The bitterness churns in my chest. I found the dear god. Seeking a potion to forget the pain, I have but one medicine, to make you forget all pain and joy. The world calls it Ming Po's soup. I couldn't bear to forget those beautiful moments, so I asked him for a jug of wine and a sobering remedy, drank myself into a stupor. Endless disappointment flooded my mind, and I vented my emotions wildly at the sky.
Do you even know who's in love with you? And the things he's done for you? He's forsaking everything, betraying everyone, for your happiness!
Meanwhile, the villagers on the other side have also discovered Chun and Kun's hiding place. This time, they are determined to eliminate Kung, the menace. Here's the translation of your text. I stole the Dragon King mask from Grandma and forced open the gate between sea and sky. Yet all of it became the Rat Priestess's bridal path to the human world. I watched her walk through the gate of sea and sky with a flute in hand. Only then did I suddenly realize this was all her scheme, but there was no time for me to think. The consequences of forcing open the heavenly gate had already caused the seawater to pour in. Under immense resistance, the Kun not only failed to swim through the sea-sky gate, the entire village was instantly submerged in a vast expanse of water. The flood scattered the tribe. In the end, Chun couldn't bear to see her people displaced and scattered, so she burned all her magical power to fuel the crabapple tree her grandfather had become, making it bloom. The red crabapple flowers held back the surging seawater. The growing branches have also found their kin again. Afterwards, the spirit dealer arrived just in time, infused half of Tsubaki's lifespan into the branches of the crabapple tree, successfully revived her. This disaster has connected land and water. As long as we reach the Nanming Heavenly Pool, Kun can be sent away. Chun and I set off together with Kun. At night, she and I sat by the shore, watching the fireflies fill the sky together. I've made up my mind to fully express my feelings to her. So while she was eating, I said to her,
I know you pretty well by now. I've seen all of you. When you're tired, when you're angry, when you're sad, even embarrassed. It's all beautiful.
You're like a brother to me.
Right.
she suddenly woke me up at night.
Cho. Thank you for always being there. You treat me better than anyone else ever did.
After hearing her words, I could no longer hold back my emotions. Tears streamed from the corners of my eyes. I knew it was the last time we would be together. I turned over to hug her, but stopped as my hand reached behind her back. I knew her love wasn't meant for me, so I held back the urge in my heart. The next day, we successfully arrived at the Nanming Heavenly Pool. The gate of the sea and sky has also reopened at my summons. The Kun grew wings and leaped vigorously into the mortal world. Watching him leave, Chun shed tears of reluctance, and to fulfill Chun and Kun's love, I cracked open the Spirit Elder's walnut. A golden elixir appeared before me. I swallowed it down. Instantly, a penetrating red light enveloped my entire body. My name is Chan. Come and hold my hand.
I fixed it so you can live in Kun's world.
But aren't we going home together?
I got your life back for you, so you can go with him if you want.
No!
Wait!
No!
Stop it! June! Listen to me! Listen. It's okay.
Joe!
You know this is right, June. You have to go. Trust me on this, and I know we'll meet again. I wish I'd held you close when I could have. Just one time. Come on.
I held her hand tightly as we reached the shore, and with her I leaped down. Under the elixir's influence, my body slowly dissipated.
When you see the wind and rain, think of me and I'll be with you. Always.
Joe!
Goodbye.
In the end, my dissipating body transforms into a barrier, escorting them through the door that separates the two realms, successfully sent them to the human world. But later, the spirit deity revived me and trained me to be his successor. Love is the courage to persist despite knowing it's impossible. The world of Chun is Kung, my world is Tuna. This hopeless love, it is the final stroke of my life.